Morning from Oldenburg Vineyards. It's just at the end of January, which is time to pick some grapes. We are doing this from the back of a bucky, as one calls one of these things in South Africa. We normally have a Polaris, which is like you could drive it on the moon, but African problem. The Polaris is in the workshop because the reverse gear does not work. And the guy said that he can't fix it very quickly because he has no power. That is the problem with having no power in South Africa. Anyway, Christo, what are we doing here?
Yeah, so we started this morning. Me and Nick went out, took some sugars, tasted some grapes, and we decided we're going to take off T6, one of the Chenin Blancs on Oldenburg. So we're going to drive up there. Guys already started picking early in the morning, and yeah, we're going to see what they're up to.
Yeah, yesterday we went up there just with Etienne, just on the sort of the weekly trip that these guys do, and we're looking. When we got to the Chenin Blanc, which we're going up to now, Nick was super impressed, and he uttered a South African word which I'm going to say, but I'm going to stuff it up. So he's going to teach us how to say it today, and it's "yo," which I believe means wow. That is like super impressive.
Good flavors, good flavors.
Good flavors.
Flavors make me happy.
Maybe we name the wine "yo." How do you say it?
Yo.
Yo. Okay, word of the day, yo.
Start the lunch and then press.
After six vines.
So one thing I've learned about harvesting is it's very, very precise in terms of picking decisions, but everything's changing all the time. So how do you guys, how do you do that?
Yeah, so yesterday we had about between 8 and 9 mils of rain. That had really had an influence with this on the picking as well. So we decided that this morning to come and take a sugar to see what the sugar levels of the grapes is. And yesterday we had to taste the flavors was there as well. We're just not 100% sure there. And then this morning when we tasted, me and Nick, the grapes was about on 15 degrees, and the flavors was just optimum there for picking. And we decided that we were going to take the block off.
Yeah, and the idea is to get in early morning now before the heat comes out, before that 8 mils of rain gets absorbed by the plant. What will happen then is that you'll get a slight dilution of the sugar, dilution of the acid, and we feel the acidity is perfect, the sugar is perfect for about a 13.5% alcohol. Yeah. So let's make the call before, get them off, before they sucking up.
Yeah, so sucking up the water. So.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah. So that dilutes it. Okay, got it. And then, after this, we take them into the cool room, right?
Yeah, so they go to the cool room. We'll put them in the cool room. The cool room's running at about 4 degrees Celsius at the moment. So it's going to bring down the grapes really quick. Because it's, we've had these really, really cool mornings, I don't have to keep it in the cool room overnight. So we're going to keep it till this afternoon. And then we'll whole bunch press the Chenin, and then 2 tank overnight to settle, and then tomorrow to Fudra for fermentation. So exciting times.
And then just going back to when you're tasting yesterday, so your moment, what was it you got when you thought that?
It's all about the balance between sugar, flavor and acidity, and I think those three were working beautifully in harmony. So that's when you pull the trigger. So
I learned another one was bitter lekker, which is apparently it's like better than lekker. So lekker's good and bitter lekker's better, but yacht is like trumps them all, right? Yeah. I remember last year I was in Switzerland in the mountain. It was -20, and Taste made us do the Zoom call. You were in this block,
exactly,
and I was having to sit outside, and you were like about +30, so it was about 50 degrees difference in temperature.
Yeah. But it's amazing. This year we're actually quite a bit earlier. So we're in with the 3rd week of January, and I've never taken off Chenin this early before, except for the vintage of 2015, which was a really good vintage, but it was also quite early. So let's hope the quality of 15 reflects in 2023.
When Etienne was super bullish yesterday, he was saying that certainly at this point of harvest, the early varietals like this are just absolutely pristine. So he's very excited. But you were saying also just with this Eschler style, it's actually bringing forward the harvest a little bit. Can you just...
Yeah, I think with the Eschler as well, you'll have a lot of leaves with this, like what we call the canopy. So the engine of the vine is just working a lot harder to ripen the grapes, and you're getting the sunlight 360 around the vine. So each single leaf is working towards the grapes. So I think this is just working fantastic.
We've got a little box of grapes over here.
Yeah.
Should we just... this is what they've just taken. I mean, look.
But what's nice about the Eschler too is we're right on the top of Ronderkop. We're at about 410 meters above sea level, and we get quite a bit of gust. The wind can be quite gusty here. There actually used to be a Petit Verdot block here that got blasted by the wind. So the Eschler also helps, with the gust from the wind, and the wind actually funnels through the vines, which then doesn't give them such a hard time.
Yeah.
But I mean, look at this stuff. It's so, I mean, it's absolutely beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah,
Wow.
quality is looking amazing this year.
And especially with the Eschler, what we saw, the bunches is a little bit looser as well. So that definitely has an influence with us on the quality as well. The bunch is not so stiff, a little bit looser. All the berries, this is nice and ripe in there. Yeah, perfect.
And what's great is we actually got 4 different clones of Chenin in this block. So every bunch looks slightly different. Some berries are slightly bigger, some are slightly smaller, and it's all got to do with the clone. So it's all about building complexity into this small little vineyard.
Yeah, that's great. Well, let's do a little taste and see what we think.
Yeah.
That is a
Yeah.
oh. Wow.
It's just that crunchiness and freshness of the grapes. So yeah.
I might take some of these home for breakfast.
With your muesli.
Yeah, exactly.
some
Oh,
muesli,
they
some
are.
yogurt.
They are delicious. Yeah, that's very good.
Perfect. Yeah.
Good stuff. Well done.
We've got some of the Eschler Chenin Blanc being pressed at the moment. We've loaded the press with the whole bunches and did a bit of sorting on the table. But let's take a look and see what the juice looks like. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Nice and fresh Chenin Blanc juice. We're going to settle this overnight just to get most of the solids out. And then tomorrow it will go to Fudra for natural fermentation. So take a look. Nice, you know, we did the sugar on it down at 21.8 bulling, which is a potential alcohol of about 13%. Lovely fresh acidity. So this is going to be one of the components which gives us lovely freshness in the Oldenburg Vineyards Chenin. Cheers.